So Dominion sues Fox and Fox fires Tucker Carlson. But what's the real reason why? We should get into that. So Merlin, this is crazy, right? So Fox gets sued by Dominion for how much? How much again?
$780 million.
700. I mean, 700. Okay. Yeah, that almost $1 billion, right? And then they turn around and fire Tucker Carlson. Now, what I got to say about that is, it's kind of odd. It's kind of odd to me. And to be honest with you, I have not all the way concluded why, except for the obvious, right? You know what I'm saying? They do dirties. They had some crooked, odd, weird stuff going on. But it got to be something deeper than that. What's your thoughts on that, Merlin?
It's multifaceted, if you will. One, I don't understand why they would fire their cash cow, because he's the one bringing all the money into Fox right now. Like, they ain't nobody bigger than Tucker Carlson right now. So you just got sued. You'd think you'd need the money to come back, and you fire your main cash cow. Okay, so then to take that big of a risk, there's something that Tucker had to either do that really burned you, or there's some liability that you're not willing to take. Now, watching Fox over the last few years, you can tell that they're slowly slipping to center or far left, and they'll give into certain things. Now, Tucker has never done that since being there. He has not given an inch over what he thinks.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to throw another ratchet into this cog here. Now, yeah, the Dominion thing happened, and Tucker was always against Dominion. But some time ago, he had done an expose on Epstein that both the left and the right media was constantly pushing the fact that Epstein killed himself. Tucker never fell for that, never went for that. He came out with an expose saying that he did indeed get murdered, and that the government, through outlets, was protecting that news. So let's combine some stuff. You are against Dominion. Dominion sues Fox. You're pushing a narrative against the news narrative, and all of a sudden now we have a double whammy problem. We want your money, but we can't have you destroying what we've been paid to do, which is push propaganda. So that's where I can see him being fired for, because there is no way, I'm sorry, man, there's no way you can tell me that Tucker is worth being fired after being one of the most lucrative mouths you have on your platform.
Well, okay, so I guess that kind of depends on how the lawsuit went. Did they go to court and lose, or was it a settlement?
I believe it was a settlement.
Okay, so if it was a settlement, it could have been because it was part of the settlement that they got to get rid of him. And I guess they probably kind of worded the right way or whatever, but that was probably like a part of the whole deal, because at the end of the day, it seems that Tucker Carlson was the one that was given the most accurate, in my mind, information about the Dominion and other things too, because like you said, he never folded. So they might have wanted to get him out of it. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be a case where Fox is just straight up slipping into the left side of things, onto the left side of things. So it's kind of odd how the table is turning, or was the table already set that way and we just find it out?
Yeah. And that's where the conspiracy for me flies in. You don't know, and they're not being very forthcoming about anything. Normally when someone gets fired, you hear all these crazy stories about how they were backstage and how they were when they did this. Like when Don Lemon got let go this week too. He got let go because he was sexist and he didn't go through the training, and he was a loudmouth backstage, and all these things as to why he got let go. Let's just be honest. Don Lemon is a clown, and he should have been fired. He shouldn't be doing news at all. He should be like a sideshow at some parade somewhere in Helsinki or somewhere far away. He's like, okay, so let's just admit that he shouldn't be a news anchor. But when you look at someone like Tucker, who has the ear of people, and they trust what he says more than they trust even the organization he works for, and you fire him, you like you say, Corey, I can see that with the breakdown of the lawsuit settlement, Dominion could have said, yeah, he got to go. You're giving us money and you're firing Tucker, and you're going to do that, or else we'll sue you for more.
This is not a conspiracy channel we're talking about here. He's taking over the internet. It's more like a truth-speaking, exposing evil type of deal with no limits. No one's off the table here. Pastors,
P. Diddy,
musicians,
rumored
actors.
sex
I mean,
parties.
you name it, and he's
And he
bringing
liked
the
me.
receipts.
He liked me. He was like,
Jay-Z and Beyonce exposed. Watch this video, Blame Drake. This channel is on a mission. Wake up before you go to sleep. Listen, these people are do-dirties for real. So if we got to be careful what you say, right? If we are making the claim or believe some of the claims about Dominion, let's put it that way, and the things that they did, then you also understand that they go to higher extremes to make things happen. And so it wouldn't shock me if they even told Fox, look, we got some more stuff, we got some more charges that we, or some more suits that we'll bring up. Y'all need to get rid of him. And they probably had to pay Carlson. I mean, we should look into that. It just kind of happened all of a sudden, but they probably broke him off a certain amount of money and everything like that. So he should be taken care of. And plus, on top of that, Tucker is in a position where he can either just decide to retire or get his own thing going. It ain't no big deal, but it is a big deal watching and seeing how these people are making moves and forcing people out of jobs and suing people for telling their truth. And it's just it's we're in a bad place right now. But again, I think that the ultimate message behind that is God is trying to tell us to separate. It's almost like you're hollering, your kids running, finna get themselves in danger. Hey, you tell them stop. No. It's like God is like screaming out to us, telling us, look, separate. Because at the end of the day, what else is left to do except separate? You know what I'm saying? But I believe that the Tucker Carlson thing seems extremely suspicious, and we should probably keep an eye on it to see where that go.
Fully agree. Because he's not the only one that let go. The producer of his segment also got let go. So they got rid of anybody that had anything to do with a certain individual that won that lawsuit. So I think we've done enough on Too Strong to show you that when one do dirty does something, it's always for the reasons of they're trying to cover another do dirty's behind.
Yeah,
So.
it's for another dirty reason. It's all just dirty. You know what I'm saying? But ladies and gentlemen, just know that we are living in a world where our silence is almost demanded. You know what I'm saying? And we need to get the words out and get the word out before we are silenced, because we need to stand up with each other and stand up for one another and start getting around people that understand what's really going on so that we can support and help each other. You know what I'm saying? Even on the mental side, we got to be there for each other. Physically, we got to be there for each other. Financially, spiritually, the whole thing. We gotta be there for each other. And if we don't, you know what I'm saying, we leave ourselves that much more vulnerable. But at the end of the day, if we stick together, nothing can stop them, because we got God on our side, and we're only going to stay together if God is on our side. So that's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So take it into account and wake up before you go to sleep. Peace. We out of here.